What if you had a $2,000 shopping spree for a rock racer? I guess you could go RC. Boom. Let's take a look at it. Hey fans, so I got this rock racer from a friend of mine. It's a Bomber RTR rock racer from Axial. And if you look at this thing, it hardly looks at all like what the factory or the original body looks like, the original vehicle looks like. It's a 10th scale RC crawler, and thought I'd kind of go over a few things. First we'll go over some of the appearance items, and then we'll go through the drivetrain. It's littered with upgrades. I mean, virtually anywhere you look, it's been upgraded. Right here, it's got a roof rack on here with an LED light on there. Pretty cool. It's got these aluminum body panels, which I like them. They're pretty cool. I like the way that they fit on the original chassis. No modifications. Just pull the old ones off, bolt these ones up. Alright, tires. My gosh, the tires. It's got these giant Flatiron XL tires from Proline, and they are lugged and sticky and wonderful. Then they've got the Method beadlock rims from Vanquish, along with the Phase 5 beadlocks. Anyway, these things are so realistic. The detail is just crazy. So that basically covers the visual component of it. The main visual component. So let's go look at the suspension and the axles. So here we are. We're on the bottom side of this rock racer, and if you look here, I mean, the bottom of it's hardly scratched at all, like it's never seen any use. So let's take a look at this. First of all, you see we've got some Vanquish trailing arms here. Pretty cool. It's also has the Vanquish dual shock mounts here, and they're at the front and at the back. Also, if you look in here, so in the rear we've got the Vanquish lockouts, and then up front we've got the C hubs, and then inside there you'll see there are some Vanquish axles, this constant velocity joint inside. Now look inside here and you'll see some weights. Continue up front. If you look here, both in the front and in the rear, we've got the Vanquish axle trusses. This one actually has the Vanquish servo support, Vanquish servo arm, and then this is the Vanquish steering controls. The suspension is covered with Proline. These are the scale Proline shocks, and there are two out back, one without the springs and one with. Then follow that with the Curry anti-rock, which is also from Vanquish. Both the front and rear axles are covered with the STRC diff covers. And finally, buried deep within the belly of the beast here is a Tiken RX4, the hard box waterproof censored speed controller, ESC, along with the Tiken ROCK, the Rock 412 brushless motor. So as you can see, very little expense was spared on this. There are a couple other details I'm sure I'm missing, but what I wanted to point out was, holy smokes, this thing, to put this one together, if you walked into a hobby shop, put this thing together, it would cost you about $2,000. And I say that's about 1% of what that the Bomber, the actual Bomber, is probably, I don't know how much that thing costs, but holy smokes, probably what, a couple $100,000 to put that thing together. So for 1%, you too could be a rock racer. only thing missing from this rock racer, this RC, scale RC, is the sound. The sound. You're missing at V8, making all kinds of roaring noise. But otherwise, you look at this thing, holy smokes, it looks like the real deal. Cruising around. Pretty crazy. Done, that's a wrap. Axial Bomber, rock racer, totally modded out. Hey, if you saw anything I missed or have any comments on what I should do with it next, leave a comment. Found it helpful, liked it, interesting, give me a like, subscribe, etc. Till the next one, see you guys.